This is the first time I've used this deck. Yet, honestly, it's been a while since I've used Time After Time. And this was after I added another support kind to it. This deck now runs Photon Dragon support, Red Dragon Archfiend support, and Time Thief support. See if I can actually give a slight adjustment. And see, from what I've seen in this deck that my opponent is using, the main thing that was holding them back is the fact that they had a lot of high-level monsters in their deck and couldn't fully use them. And technically for a while, it was just sheer dumb luck that I even lasted as long as I did, considering the fact that technically the deck bricked on me because I couldn't summon either of my Paladin or Photon Dragons until towards the end of the duel. It's like this deck that they were using relies heavily on special summoning, but if they can't special summon, then they can't really do squat about that. And the fact that I was able to get, by the end of this duel, I get all three of what I call this deck's boss monsters out by the end of the duel. Technically 4 if you count Baron de Fleur, but I don't. That's just an accessory. But basically, even if I would have lost this duel, I would have blamed it on myself because I started to get greedy. I really did start to get greedy. Although my opponent was just, their deck was just bottom line. I had more of a challenge fighting a Winged Dragon of Ra deck with my Clown deck. And I think I've done a video on clowning around. I don't remember at this point because this deck basically allowed me to counter everything that my opponent did. And in the end, they didn't use any of those 3 face downs. It's kind of sad. Boss monster number 2. Don't mind that. Neighbors riding dirt bikes around the neighborhood. The point of me doing this was keeping specific cards around, to which case I was able to do that. Let me see. I deliberately removed cards from my own field just to do like that. And see, other than that, I left them at 400 life points for the rest of the duel until the very last turn that I played. In a sense, I was playing with my food at this point, because it's like see, they kept trying to take themselves out of the game, and that was like, no, that is not allowed. Doing this to show the amount of cards left in the game. There's another camera adjust. was nothing else that my opponent could do at this point. I was still just playing with my food. I was slowly making them struggle to their last. This, all three of my boss monsters are out. See, I could have just ended my turn and they would have lost right off the bat. But see, the thing I was going for, I was going to try and summon this, my Galaxy Eyes Soul Flare, just to be a bit of a troll with it, but it ended up not happening. And yeah, basically the spell card under Time Thief or Winder allows a Time Thief monster to attack directly as long as they have a material that belongs to an opponent, to which case basically here's the full run through the deck now. It runs 3 of the Cloud Dragon, 1 Force Resonator, 2 Red Resonators, 2 Crimson Resonators, 2 Marshmallow, 1 Dark Resonator, 1 Clock Resonator. And then I've got 3 Time Thief Winders, the Bezel Ships, 2 of the Regulators, 2 Chronicoders, 3 Adjusters, 2 Temporal Walls, 2 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, DD Orthos just to have that extra bit, 2 Paladin Photon Dragon, 2 Swords, 3 Sanctuaries, I forgot. I did a third one the other day. 1 Galaxy Expedition, 2 of the Luminous Dragon Ritual, 1 Swords of Burning Light, 3 Time Thief Hack, which this is the card that allowed me to still attack directly. Got 3 of the Time Thief Startup, 3 Magic Cylinders, Scrap Iron Scarecrow, 3 Flybacks, 3 Magical Cylinders, 3 Time Thief Retrogrades, and then for the extra deck, it's 2 Rising Red Dragons, Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, a Baron de Fleur, 2 Time Thief Redoers, 1 Time Thief Perpetua, 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. Then I've got Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, number C62 Neo Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, number C107 Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, Neo Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, and then I've got Galaxy Eyes Soul Flare Dragon. And that's basically the gist of Time After Time being a full 60 card deck that, if used in the right conditions, can be pretty much GG. I am TKL6194 Plays. If you liked what you've seen, please like and subscribe. I'm here for the fun and games, and other than that, I guess the only other thing I could say is that everything on my channel is brought to you by my sponsor being Dubby, which slogan is Be Better. I honestly haven't had any use for sodas or energy drinks since I started drinking it. And yeah, it's a bit of a fun thing there.